Father, Son, Fanboy.
Hey guys, I'm Vance.
And I'm Aiden.
This is
Father, Son, Fanboy.
We've been watching the trailers for a lot of Marvel movies coming out or going to be coming out, but we're really paying attention to Infinity War. And why is that, son?
It has come to our attention that Marvel has said that there are going to be 64 guaranteed characters fighting again, or in the Marvel Universe in Infinity War. I was going to say fighting against Thanos, but we have Thanos on the books.
We got to include the Thanos characters as Marvel characters because they are in the books, right? So villains or heroes.
But there's only like 37 characters in the movies so far.
Well, we did our own count.
You did the count. I'm just here for fun.
Well, we as a channel. Yes, I did the count. I got interested. I was like, okay, let's really go through the numbers.
So, basically, this video is going to be about who we think, other than the basically guaranteed characters, who we think is going to be in the movie, and then afterwards, we're going to try and guess who's going to die.
Yeah, we're going to name off 37 names that I'm pretty sure everybody is certain are going to be in the movies, and then we're going to give our guesstimates as to who the other characters are. 64 is a big number for 37 Marvel characters to have really popped up across 30, let's say 40. 40, let's go supporting roles. 40 is a good supporting number of possible actual already having been shown up in the movies.
But unfortunately, somebody's going to die.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be a bunch of people who's going to die.
Well, Robert Downey Jr. had said this is one of those high stakes. This isn't like, Resurrection in the comic books, possibly. Like, the game is going to change after Infinity War. So, this is a long list of names here.
Yeah.
Guaranteed, definitely, Thanos' children, the Black Order. All right?
We have Thanos, Proxima Midnight, Ebony Maw, and Black Dwarf.
We know for a fact those characters are the main villains. Thanos' children or the Black Order, not sure what they're going by in the movie. But they've got the wax dummies. Those guys guaranteed. We heard Wasp might make her debut in this, right?
Yeah.
With
Ant-Man. Because of the new Ant-Man movie coming out with Wasp. And then we also have Spiderman, obviously.
Definitely. I loved the interaction between him and Doctor Strange in the latest trailer. Alright, so Spider-Man definitely, as we just said, Doctor Strange, for sure.
We have Captain American,
Captain America. He's Captain American.
Captain America, Falcon, and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, the main Captain America characters definitely are a part of it. We've seen them in the trailer so far. Obviously, RDJ, Iron Man, and we're going to definitely get us some War Machine.
I don't think we've seen enough of War Machine.
I don't think we've seen enough of War Machine either, and
because we haven't seen the actual person out of the suit whose name I cannot remember. I know it's Rhodes.
Rhodey. Yeah, it's
but
Rhodes. You know it.
We haven't seen
James
him
Rhodes.
a whole lot recently in the movie, so I think we're probably going to see a lot more of him.
Well, even when they used him in Civil War, it was so brief. I hope that they use Rhodey more. 64 characters, though. I'm curious, how are we going to get screen time for these major players that they've already got? Now, I remember watching an interview, I think it was with Chris Evans, where it was with Chris Evans and Scarlett Johansson, where they talked about how the film is going to jump from place to place, that not everybody's going to be in scenes together, but they do it in a way where they don't neglect anybody's story, which I'm looking forward to have that many characters in the movie. We're curious. So we're going to go down the list. I'm going to pop them off, and then we're going to do our theorizing. All right, so we're down to Black Widow and Hawkeye.
Hawkeye being one of my favorite Marvel characters besides Quicksilver, who they killed.
Yeah. So he's definitely not going to be in it unless something happens. So
unless, an Infinity Stone brings him back or something. Yeah. But otherwise,
It's Thor, Loki, Hulk, and Valkyrie. Definitely, I think they're going to be in it for sure. We did Doctor Strange, Wong. If we got Doctor Strange, you got to have Wong. obviously Black Panther, Okoye, Shuri, Nakia, all major players in Wakanda, and Wakanda is obviously a huge stage for this, so they're all definitely going to be in it. And Vision, Scarlett Witch, we've seen them in the trailers. The Guardians, so Star-Lord, Drax, Rocket, Groot, Gamora, Mantis, Nebula, all definitely in it. I put him as a guaranteed because I think, and this isn't a spoiler, this is a theory, Heimdall has the last Infinity Stone.
Yeah.
It's the Soul Stone. Heimdall has those orange eyes. He sees across the realms. It makes sense. To me, that makes sense. So I think Heimdall's going to be in it, for sure. But you don't see him in the trailers, so there's no guarantee. Okay, so we got all those.
Well, that could be the reason he's not in the trailers.
Yeah, and then we got Nick Fury and Maria Hill. That is a 37 count. That's 37 of the possible 64. So what's our theory, son? I mean, what do we know about the Marvel Cinematic Universe when it comes to the small screen?
There's all the different TV shows that they've been airing for a bunch of different Marvel characters, but they haven't really talked about them in any of the movies besides like a little bit of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
But in the Netflix series, they do mention what happens in the first Avengers movie. Our first theory, the Defenders might show up, or some of them. I don't want to put any spoilers out for what might have happened in any of the series, just in case nobody's watched any of the Defender stuff, but...
The Defenders being Daredevil, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and Jessica Jones.
Yeah, and,
Jessica.
you know, Jessica. So, I think, with the exception of maybe one or two, we might see some Defenders. I'm hoping. That would be really cool. Also, having aired in Netflix, The Punisher... I mean, it would be a major injustice not to see such a freaking awesome fleshed out character from that series get put into it. I should have put him up here because he was introduced with this show, and Aiden is going to tell us about these guys next, why we think they're going to be in. So, who am I pointing at there, kid?
You do it. I haven't watched the show in 3 years.
That's true. Well, you do know what Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is. Right? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Kinda.
built around who? The major character from the movies. Friggin'
Coulson.
Exactly. So, it would be a huge disservice to an Avengers movie to have built such... It was 5 seasons now, man. 5 seasons.
I think it would be kind of hilarious to be able to see Nick Fury seeing Coulson after all this time thinking he's dead.
Well... I think Fury does know Coulson's alive. If you continue through the series past what you haven't seen, they were in communication for a little bit. So Fury knows. Fury was kind of in charge of the Tahiti thing. So, but I think it would be funny for the reactions of the original Avengers to see Coulson and to go on to the death. We were going to talk about who we think might die in the Marvel Universe. To go on that death thing, Kevin Smith had said this in a recent Fat Man on Batman that he thinks it'd be funny if they introduce Coulson just to kill him again. And I kind of agree. I think that would kind of be hilarious. But I don't know. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., though, since you haven't been seeing it, has introduced a lot of Marvel superheroes, a lot of Inhumans. And one of the main Inhumans is a very popular character I've always liked. Quake, but I mean, introducing her in the show has given her that much more popularity because the role has been so well played, and I like Quake. So I think that, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and 2 of them are Inhuman. Yo-Yo and Quake. It would be a disservice not to see those superheroes in it.
Speaking of the Inhumans...
Yeah. The show didn't do great. I watched it with your mom. Did you watch any of that with us? I don't know.
No.
I know you were in the room sometimes doing the gaming and stuff, but I liked Inhumans. I feel like the writers didn't give it the kind of love it should have. Those were rich characters played by really good actors.
Isn't one of the Inhumans a giant dog?
Yeah, Lockjaw! And they did so good with Lockjaw.
I think that would be great to see Thanos get tackled by
a huge teleporting
giant
dog. I mean, the characters were well cast. Medusa, Black Bolt, Lockjaw, Gorgon, Crystal, Carmack. Those guys were well cast. That was such a good casting that they did with that show, but it just did not get the love it should have. I get that it was corny. I saw the corniness in the show, but I also saw its potential. So I hope the Inhumans...
I love corny TV shows, so I mean...
You might need to watch it with me, man. I'm telling you, it's really good. I liked it. I liked the villain, Max. That's another Game of Thrones character. We're talking about the guy that played Maximus.
As I said before, I haven't seen the trailers or watched any of it. I don't know who these characters
Peter
are.
Dinklage has been rumored to be in the movie, and Aiden would know him from movies like Pixels or Elf. He hasn't seen Game of Thrones, but we know him as parents if you've been watching Peter Dinklage from Game of Thrones, or most recently the 3 Billboards in Ebbing. Peter Dinklage is rumored to be in the movie. I feel like if he's not the voice of one of the Order, that he's going to be a character we haven't seen. Now, on the villain side, it might be MODOK, however you... I say
the
MODOK.
Giant head with
the giant
little
head
tiny
with the
arms.
With the floating giant, which would be neat. I would like to see MODOK because AIM made its debut in Iron Man 3. MODOK. AIM, A-I-M, which MODOK was basically the head of, made its debut in...
The head of.
Yeah, the head of. I might be going out on a limb with this one because Alpha Flight is sort of X-Men territory, and this was shot pre-Fox envelopment, so I always thought it'd be neat to see Dinklage as Puck. Puck is a character that I loved from Alpha Flight, and I would have really liked to seen that introduction. And I didn't put the X-Men on this list at all, because this, like I said, was pre-Fox envelopment. Unless they were in talks before, while this movie was shooting. We got 64 characters to cover.
Hank Pym, the original Ant-Man. But I personally don't think he's going to be in the movie, because if he didn't get in the suit before he gave it to the new Ant-Man, I don't think he's going to try and get back in it.
Yeah.
He might, be in the movie just, to help out with, technological stuff, but other than that, I really don't think he's going to be that much in it.
Well, if Wasp is in it, guaranteed, then he will be, I think.
Yeah.
That's an if. There've been kind of rumor that she's in it, so that's a possibility. If she's in it, I think he's in it.
And also, Pepper Potts...
Almost certain, I think.
I think that it's probably going to be certain because I know that in the comic book she has her own suit.
Yeah.
So I think that Stark's probably going to make that in the movie.
Do you think Stark might die? Since we're doing death prediction?
I think so.
I think
He's been in the movies. He's been just in the Marvel Universe for so long. And as, Iron Man and just as Tony Stark, I think he might die along with Captain America.
Yeah, I think that...
Not the entirety of America.
Yeah, I think that those two are highly likely possibilities of passing on. Captain America, definitely. Chris Evans, I recently, today, which kind of prompted me to want to do this video, saw an article and read a bit about it, about how this is the last time Chris Evans is going to play Captain America. Now that could be taken as two different things. Either he's going to pass the mantle on, or he's just going to die. And I think it could be the latter.
We also have the Collector from the Guardians movies.
Which I think is a definite guarantee, but I can't say for sure.
I still think that we should have... what's his name? The Duck.
Oh yeah, Howard the Duck. I didn't even think about Howard the Duck.
That would be great to have Howard the Duck.
Would be great.
Especially since he's out of the Collector's collection.
Well, in Guardians 2, he was chilling in one of those little bases. So I mean, he's now a part of the universe.
It would be amazing.
Yeah.
To have Howard the Duck in the movie.
I'd like to see that. I really would. Grandmaster recently from Thor Ragnarok. Maybe he's got the other Infinity Stone. Like I said, I'm firmly standing on Heimdall being the guy.
I mean, there's been so many people that's come into his arena. It's a possibility that at least one of them was carrying it.
Yeah. Beta Ray Bill. I didn't put that on this list, but having remembered from the Easter eggs, Beta Ray Bill's face was on the Grandmaster's temple. So, Beta Ray Bill, possible. I mean, Thor's hammer's gone.
Since he was on kind of the Champions Tower, all those other champions are kind of dead.
Well, do we know that, though?
Well, we had the dude in Thor Ragnarok who was, like, really old that he then killed.
Well, Hulk's not dead, though, and his face is up there.
Yeah, but
and he's not on the planet anymore.
That's because he escaped.
Yeah. Well, who's to say? I mean, Beta Ray Bill is that kind of character. Maybe he did escape. I'm just saying. It's a stretch.
He's either dead or he might show up in the movie.
What if Dinklage is the voice of Beta Ray Bill? I mean, that'd be neat. Agent Carter, and not Peggy Carter, but Agent 31, the blonde that was living next door to Cap and Winter Soldier. I think she's going to make an appearance. Do you remember? She she wanted to do the laundry and then, pull the gun. And we'll have to watch Winter Soldier again just to...
I don't remember that.
But yeah, I think she'll be in it.
It's been a while.
I have a suspicion that we will definitely be seeing Captain Marvel. Brie Larson, they've been leaking, well, I don't know if that's on purpose or not, you never know with Hollywood, but they've been leaking pictures of her gear. I mean, after that, there's really no hiding that that's who she is and what she looks like. So.
I mean, I don't know, knowing Marvel and how the last Avengers was, I just think that they're going to go get Swarma for the end scene.
I don't know about Swarma this time, man, but... I do want to see Captain Marvel. I really do. I mean, we've seen the pictures. The suit looks great. I've been wanting to see Captain Marvel in the movies for a while now, so I'd like to see that. I was pointing at this character earlier, and we were mentioning this earlier. He made his debut in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. the last season, and I would very much like to see him brought to the big screen. The casting was so good. I'd really love to see the Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider.
I'd prefer Nicolas Cage.
Well, there's no guarantee that Nick Cage isn't Ghost Rider in this universe because Robbie Reyes. And now, this is a spoiler part of the video. But this part is a spoiler. Robbie Reyes was given his Ghost Rider power from a motorcycle Ghost Rider whose face you never really see. So Nick Cage could be the Ghost Rider in the Marvel MCU. We just don't know. Mm-hmm. I know you like Nick Cage because he's weird. I mean, who doesn't like Nick Cage because he's weird? But I would prefer to see the friggin' hot rod with either the fire wheels.
Nick Cage or Pickles Cage. Which is Nick Cage as a pickle. Imagine a pickle on fire riding around on a motorcycle with a chain.
We only got to 2 deaths before you went on your weird tangent. So, definitely, you think Captain America and Iron Man are for sure probably going to die.
Yeah, they've been in the Marvel Universe for so long.
And I think they've always been talking about quitting, right? So,
Heimdall, because he might have the Infinity Stone.
Which would make me sad.
Yeah.
I like Heimdall. I love Idris Elba. He's awesome. So probably Heimdall. Maybe Vision? I mean, he's got the stone. But does that kill him, though? I mean, does taking the stone off just shut him down? Can he get it back?
Well, I mean, like, the whole thing about Vision was, in the movies, he was just, like, he was basically built around the stone.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
Well, he was given a consciousness from the Jarvis AI, so does taking the life stone off of him take away his consciousness, or does it take away what's basically given him a soul?
I mean, knowing Thanos, he's probably going to take the thing and then just rip his head off to take the stone.
Who knows? I mean, that's the thing about artificial intelligence and androids is that permadeath. So maybe Vision. Mm-hmm. Definitely not Doctor Strange.
Yeah, he was just recently introduced.
Only got one now.
Though, he does have the Eye of Agamotto,
And the
which
Time Stone.
in the movie is the Time Stone.
Yeah. So maybe Wong. I hope not. I love Wong. I love Wong in the comics. I love the actor that plays Wong, whose name is also Wong. And he's fantastic. I'd love to see him continue. Definitely not Panther. No, I don't. Now, maybe some of the Dora Milaje. I don't want to see Okoye go. I love Okoye. I love the character. I love the actress from Walking Dead. Denai Guerrera is one of my favorite actresses so far in anything. I mean,
I do kind of wonder, though, since Doctor Strange has the Eye of Agamotto, how would Thanos go about doing that without completely murdering Doctor Strange?
Don't just yank it off his neck. It's just a necklace. I mean, or maybe he steals. I don't know. That's the intrigue of what's going to happen. So, I mean.
Suspense.
And Doctor Strange doesn't need the Eye of Agamotto for magic. It's a magical talisman.
But it certainly helps.
Yeah. And then, in the previews on the gauntlet, we only see the two stones, the purple stone and blue stone.
That's the ones he has at this very moment.
Yeah, those are the ones. So we know for a fact he's going to raid the Nova Corps because those guys have the purple stone. And the Tesseract is handed to him by Loki in one of the trailers. So,
in the most recent trailer that we just watched, there is a greater chance for Doctor Strange to die because we just saw him with a bunch of spikes in his face.
Yeah, that's he's using a spell similar to one of the ones that Doctor Strange uses when he's learning magic. So, Doctor Strange's possible death. Maybe. I don't think so, though. I really don't. But if it's a death, it's not permadeath. There will be a Doctor Strange sequel. There will be. I mean, the movie did way too good to not get a sequel. I don't think Hulk's gonna die at all.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Hawkeye might. You say your favorite, but he's not really getting any love in these previews. You have not seen him once in these previews, and I'm starting to be concerned about that. I love Jeremy Renner, and I'd really like to see a Hawkeye solo-centric movie, or at least him as a supporting role in the upcoming main Black Widow movie, but I don't know.
Well, knowing the relationship between Hawkeye and Black Widow, he's probably going to show up in at least that movie if he's not dead.
Yeah. I think we might lose some Guardians. I don't know. As much as I love Chris Pratt and his Star-Lord, he might not make it. I think he's talking about moving on to doing other stuff too. I hope to see more of Star-Lord. Drax might not make it. Although I love Dave Bautista too. Man, there is not
the Guardians
a Guardian that I don't love. But I also know that James Gunn has said that the next phase of Guardians movies is going to be a completely different team. Mm-hmm. So, who in the Guardians is going to go? I mean, Nebula?
Knowing...
She's a daughter of Thanos?
Knowing that the team doesn't really like Rocket that much, they're probably going to be like, as soon as Thanos walks up, they're just going to push Rocket forward, just while slowly backing away.
I don't know. I'd love to see a Rocket and Groot movie. I don't know. But the ones that we mentioned definitely dying, I'm almost certain they will.
Yeah.
Now, in the previews, we see Thor in a precarious situation. Could he go?
I'm still kind of wondering how in the world he has his powers.
Well, if you remember from Ragnarok, which I'm not going to spoil it. You know what? Screw it. Spoilers.
Spoilers!
The movie's been out a while.
Don't tell us we've never given you anything.
Yeah, we warned you. Spoilers. The hammer was meant to be a conduit, focusing tool.
Bit.
That the power was always in him, which is interesting. It's definitely not the take from the comics, but it's interesting. But yeah. Anyway, I'm talking a lot because I'm super excited. And I've seen a lot more of Marvel, the Netflix and in the ABC universe, and now Hulu. So I'm excited about that. So There's a lot of Marvel coming. Fox has been enveloped, unless they're still pending, Deadpool's joking a lot about that. The Deadpool trailer looked great, right? We loved the Deadpool trailer. I'm obviously watching it before him on the father-son fanboy spirit of parental intelligence when it comes to kids' entertainment. So, yeah. I'm one of those parents that let my kid watch Deadpool under supervision after I watched it 3 times.
Well, under supervision means me covering my face with a pillow.
Or me going like this. So, anyway, that's our Marvel video for Infinity War.
We're probably going to be playing some Rise of the Tomb Raider in the spirit of the new Tomb Raider movie that came out recently.
Yeah, we recently saw it. That's one of the most recent movies we've seen, and we'll be doing a discussion about Tomb Raider while playing Tomb Raider. So
while playing Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider on Tomb Raider.
Specifically the endurance mode the game has. But anyways, we hope you guys enjoyed this video.
And if you like, subscribe.
Yeah. Subscribe, like the video, do whatever you want to do as long as you don't dislike our video, you monsters.
Share it, check it out. I hope you love it.
Yeah.
But, I hope you enjoy.
And
Thanks
we'll
for watching.
See you later.